Who is Chad?
You guys want to state your names again for the reporters, please? Yes.
Could you state your name?
Yes.
Brandon Braga, executive producer, writer.
David Goodman, executive producer, writer.
Jason Clark, just an executive producer, not a writer.
So, gentlemen, what was the story behind you coming to this project?
Seth had a vision to do a show he's been wanting to do his entire life, and he brought together people he's worked with before, largely, as he's happened to do, who he thought could best help him bring it to life. And he did.
It was an attempt in terms of Brandon and me. I mean, Seth wanted a writing staff that was half comedy writers and half drama. And so Brandon and I are sort of at the head of each of those categories. And we did that. We have a half, on the writing side, writing staff spent down there. And it's been a really interesting experience working with that variety of writers.
It's been wonderful to sit and watch them discover the tone and to build a world that can support it, where you can have all the jeopardy and drama that you would have in traditional science fiction, and at the same time have characters that you really are leaning into to see what conflicts are going to happen, and it's been very exciting to watch the tone evolve and develop, because there's real jeopardy in the show, and there's real heart in the show, and there's real characters in the show that you have fun with, but not at the expense of not laughing now and again when you do.
Yeah, we heard some crazy stuff is happening with some of the aliens. And what was your kind of favorite thing to sort of create? What were the alien worlds and all the wild things that could go on?
I think that, for me, I think that getting to sort of build this crew and create stories that use these great actors and these great characters that Seth created to do stories that both tell a story, have some kind of underlying meaning, because almost all of our episodes are saying something, but then also writing jokes, like getting laughs. It's a great mix. It's a hard job, but it's very rewarding getting to the end of that process.
It's really exciting too, because each show is its own little story.
Right.
So even though there's this great character memory that follows through, and you kind of want to know who they are, where they're coming from, you can drop in and watch a whole story evolve. And those kind of world-building things. I mean, just reading what they did, and the first time looking at it, the first reaction is, how are we going to do this? And then, what is that alien culture you're talking about? What does it look like? What do those people look like? And we've been blessed by an incredible list of artists, from makeup effects, visual effects people, all of whom are really at the forefront of the industry, and we've been able to kind of help deliver that encasement of the storytelling, and so we can go to these worlds.
Right.
With so much serialized television, it seems like the big thing now, what influenced the decision to go to episodic television for the series?
That was really Seth's decision. I mean, Seth, that began, part of his vision was to give people the kind of show that he grew up loving, which is a show where you can turn it on one week, you're not going to know what you're going to see, it's not going to be a lawyer show or a doctor show. Our show, because of the science fiction world we're in, you can have a trial episode one week, you can have a flat-out space adventure the next week, you can have a full-on comedy the next week, and that gives this audience the sense of variety and surprise and delight when they turn it on, and that's really where he started. I mean, that's what he wanted, and that's what we're hoping we're doing.
No, go ahead. How did Jon Favreau get involved?
Seth called him.
We reached out to him again and again, and then Seth called him. And he's a huge fan of. I mean, they have a mutual respect for each other's work, and obviously of the genre. Favreau is a huge fan. So when he got involved, it was just an incredible kind of lift for all of us to have a filmmaker of his. Help us define this tone and find our way on it. So it was a great collaboration, and it made so.
How do you feel, like diehard Star Trek fans, for example, how do you feel that they will
react to the show. I'm kind of, my personal friends, you know, who are big Star Trek fans, some are so excited, some are like, I'll give it the chance, obviously. Like, what do you guys think? How do you hope that they're going to respond to the show?
Well, here's, I mean, there's a lot of diehard Star Trek fans who work on this show.
And they love it.
Yeah.
They're like so
I hope
excited.
they love it.
Wait, are you diehard
Yeah.
Star Trek fan?
I worked on Star Trek
Oh, there you go.
for 15 years.
Ah.
So I'm here to tell you, if you like Star Trek, you'll like this show.
I've written 3 books.
He's written 3 Star Trek books.
Are there challenges in
that answers
writing
your
this and saying, oh, we've kind of already covered, Star Trek has already covered that? How do you keep that fresh? How do
I
you
think it's Star Trek. I think genre fans or Star Trek or whatever, they're very, I found they know when something's been done.
Right.
Like, so you have to keep it fresh, or if you're doing something similar, it needs to be put through a fresh lens, which is what's great about this show. It's got the Seth MacFarlane. So you do some things, kinds of stories you may have seen, but never in this way.
Can we expect surprises from people from Star Trek? I mean, cameos or participation from actors?
I think that for us, the goal is best actor for the role. So we're never looking, oh, let's get Patrick Stewart to show up on the show. It's more, who's the best actor for this role? So if by some chance we've had an actor on the show, Penny, who's one of our leads, was on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but Penny's who we wanted for this part. It had nothing to do with wanting to do an homage to Star Trek. So it's about, but there were 3, 4, how many, 4 sequel series? There were so many sequel series of Star Trek. Almost every actor in Hollywood's been on Star Trek. It's impossible to avoid.
Between that and the movies.
It's impossible to avoid Star Trek actors.
It's like Law and Order, you know? So
Exactly. You can't avoid them. So it's like, but,
And interestingly enough, each one lives in its own world. It has its own definition. And so, you know, for me, just participating in something that's kind of aspirational science fiction as opposed to, you know, kind of dark and dystopic kind of world, it's really fun to do that. And I think Star Trek is part of a larger, group of stories that we're told in this kind of aspirational science fiction world that are worth bringing up. So we live in a larger world than that, but definitely, you know, it's exciting to do something that's original, but at the same time, you know, is side by side with such an incredible franchise.
And as Brian said, I mean, the Seth MacFarlane lens means that the interaction of these characters is original. You haven't seen this kind of interaction between characters on this kind of show before, and that's what makes it really special.
Well, we were talking about with the actress over there, Chad and whatnot. You know, the original Star Trek really was a groundbreaker as far as diversity. You know, like there are no, you know, black, white. It was just all everyone who, you know, in the world that we're living in now, no one has any racism. And this is following suit with that. Is that something that was important to maintain?
Well, it's certainly been a tradition on Star Trek, and a show that depicts civilization 400 years in the future. One would hope that everyone is represented.
I want Star Trek to be a reality.
So, yeah, of course, there's always something you keep in mind.
Outside of Star Trek, is there any science fiction films particularly, or even works of novels or graphic novels and things that you've discussed that you've been influenced by in the past 5 or 10 years that have really been profound for you, that you've enjoyed?
Last 5 or 10 years.
Gotta go back further. Last 5 or 10 years is what threw that question
I
on.
was thinking of things like Arrival that had a poignancy about humanity.
No, it was great filmmaking. Great, you know, I think that for us, you know, our touchstones are the things that we grew up watching. So Twilight Zone, and everything else. I mean, you know, but also sitcoms, and you know, so that's where our heads go in the movies. So you know, Brandon is a huge horror fan. He's got encyclopedic knowledge of horror movies, and in our episodes where we get scary, he brings that out. And, you know, so we're using every tool we have.
What's some of your favorite horror movies? Were you sad to see George Romero die? Yeah.
He had a good run, though.
Yes, he did.
What are your favorite horror movies?
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
So she did. I just don't want you to drop it.
God,
You weren't ready for that.
there are so many. I mean, You know, you want to list something people maybe don't appreciate. I thought that John Carpenter's The Thing was a masterpiece.
Sorry, I went to last night.
And, by the way, a masterpiece of practical makeup effects, which is another ethos in the shows. We're trying to do things practically whenever possible, whether it's building a huge model in Orville and shooting it that way, or amazing makeup effects. Howard Berger, like it's practical. And
I appreciate the choice, but why did you make it?
Because it just feels more, it feels tangible, it feels more real somehow to have an alien elaborate makeup on in the room versus CGI character walking.
I mean, really,
you know the difference. It's
it's super exciting to work with these, literally Academy Award-winning artists who don't get the chance to build monsters. So here you go and say, we're 40 years in the future, what would a race of this, alien race look like? And they get to do that. So you have them at their best. And, we shot models with Rob Legato, who had worked with Jon Favreau and won the Academy Award for Jungle Book as an effects artist. He built the model, and he shot that model because, he shot models on, in the beginning of his career, and loves the texture and the reality of that. And particularly when you mix that then with CG, it's hard to see where the line is. And it's hard to say that that is not real. So our ambition is to create something that feels tangible and feels real, but feels as powerful as those, that environment should.
Maybe you can influence other shows. Maybe pull Rick Baker back out of retirement.
Exactly. Well, Howard Berger is a huge fan of Rick's. And,
Great.
And,
Thank you.
Thank you.